Hey critters, we're back and we're gonna watch more Jonathan Young Warhammer music videos. You guys loved it. I was fond of his music, and I learned that there's a whole playlist that exists out there that he's made. So let's get into it. Let's see what he's up to. Okay. Our first one is Blood for the Blood God. It's about corn. We're doing the 4 Chaos Gods today, and I'm new to Warhammer lore, but I do know who the Chaos Gods are. We have Khorne, Nurgle, Zeech, and Slanesh. So let's get into it and see if these songs do them justice. Okay, we're right into it. Okay, I do like that. We're already representing Khorne very well, I think, personally. I think very straightforward, all about war, violence, rage, blood, of course, blood for the blood god. So I think we're already showing really well what Khorne is about through this song. I really like the main lyrics when it's like kind of like Khorne is talking. It's very kind of more quiet like this. I'm really liking that. And then we get a heavier chorus. I like this part specifically compared to the previous like intros to the chorus that we get to, the lead up to it. This one felt more powerful and more like heavier leading up to it. So I think this chorus we're about to get, we're getting back into it. I think it's going to go a little bit harder than before, and I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Okay, I felt like I was edged. I felt like I was, talking how we were leading up to that other chorus and how I felt more aggressive, felt more powerful, and then we got the same chorus, which it's not bad, it's still heavy. But then we get this kind of more mellow guitar riff. Are we going to get something heavy at the end? Or I don't know, his other songs have led me to believe that we have some heavy stuff coming, but maybe not. Okay, I still loved it for one. I feel like it was a little more tame than the other video with the other songs that we had. I do think it represented Corn very well, with, of course, being the absolute of, war, blood, rage, no matter what, you're going to end up back to him throughout all of this because that's just how it works. That's where you're going to end up, fighting in this war. You're fighting with blood, you're fighting with rage, you're just tearing shit apart. So I think this represented very well, but I almost feel like it was a little mellow. I don't know. Is that just me? Am I the only one who thought that this was a little mellow compared to our last video? Hmm. Let's look into our other Chaos God videos and see how they hold up. Okay, and we're back. We are watching the great game, the one about Zeech, the Chaos God. Now, what we know about Zeech is that he's kind of tricky. He's kind of hard to understand. Plays a lot of games. Is all about change, tomfoolery, if you will. Of all the gods, he's the tricky one. So I'm excited to see how we've captured that in a song. Being a tricky god to understand, I can only imagine how tricky it was to capture that in song form. So let's see what Jonathan Young did. I see we're going the song route of like questioning ourselves. We're kind of getting some mind fuckery from Zeech. Okay, I'll stop here. We're gonna finish. I'm liking it. I may be a little biased because Zeech is my least favorite Chaos God. I know that might rub y'all the wrong way, but I don't know. I like the song. I like the song. I don't like it as much as the other ones so far. But again, I may be biased just because I don't fully understand Zeech and he's not my favorite Chaos God. Maybe I'm just not fully understanding, of course, the direction we're going. In a way, I do, Zeech being up in our heads, telling us what to do, tricking us into following him. So I get it. So far, it's not my favorite though, but let's see what we have left. So I don't make music. So of course, my opinion means very little. I am just a VTuber reacting to Warhammer music because I like Warhammer and I like music. Um, but so far, this might be my least favorite. Not in a way that it's bad in any regards. It's just not super high on my list from the music I've heard so far, which isn't a lot. There's still a lot for me to listen to, including two more Chaos Gods that we're going to get into next. I think he did a good job of capturing the essence of Zeech in this song. I just don't like Zeech very much, so I don't think this song is very high on my favorite list, much like Zeech is not high on my favorite list. So, good, not my favorite, but I'm excited for the other two, so let's get into those. And we are back. We are doing the Lord of Plague Nurgle song. Now, as you can see in my YouTube description, it does say newbie Nurgling. Nurgle is probably my favorite Chaos God, so I am excited about this. I'm gonna try not to be too biased about the song and everything to do with it and Papa Nurgle, but I am excited. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, of course, Nurgle is the god of decay, plague, sickness. Of course, the whole phrase of Nurgle will always love you is because we always end up back to Nurgle. Once we die, once we rot, once we decay, we are returned to Papa Nurgle himself. So let's see how we capture that in our song. Again, Lord of Plague by Jonathan Young. I like that line a lot. That was a good one. I do like it. I like the chanting that we're getting. What is it? The pus. Really like the chanting in the background. I really like it. We are doing a very good job of representing Nurgle and how really simple it is when it comes down to it what Nurgle represents. Because it being simple, I think can make it hard to make a more interesting song or concept around it. So we're doing a really good job of making a simple idea, and turning into a song. Okay, I did really like this one, of course. I knew that I'd probably be a little biased because Nurgle is probably my favorite Chaos God. But again, turning the simple concept Nurgle being, of course, just the god of plague, death, whatever, that's pretty simple. How do you overcomplicate that? How do you create even more idea from that? I think we did a great job of doing that, especially mentioning the being reborn, because of course in death you are now brought to Nurgle. You are one of his. And I think that's a very nice touch. So I think we did a really good job at adding such cool concepts to maybe a more simpler of the Chaos Gods. So we have one left, one that I'm really excited for. So let's get into that. All right, we are back and we are here with I Want to Feel, which is the last song out of the 4 Chaos God songs, which is Slanesh, which of course is God of pleasure, it's excess, it's wanting more and more, but it's never ever enough. So they keep striving, they keep looking for more, and they're never going to find it. So let's see what and how we turn that into a really, really cool song. Alright, there's the mention of excess already. And more. Okay, so we're already getting into it. I like that in the song we're going back and forth with like, I'm craving this, I want more, I want my emotions. I hear the voices in the warp, but then we're almost like doubting ourselves, like, is it enough? Like, will I ever get what I'm looking for? But then of course, the thoughts seep in, and of course you want to seek more. You know it's out there, you just have to get it. So I just wanna I also do like how this song sounds, even the guitar riff almost sounds melancholy. It sounds almost sad. It sounds like a sense of yearning. Because again, We're wanting more. We're always trying to achieve more, excess, you know? And it's unattainable because more you strive for more, the more you strive for more, you're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to be satisfied. So, it again, the song feels sad. It feels like you're yearning and you're just yearning for something that you're never going to catch. So, I think this song did a very good job of capturing that feel personally as Slanesh. Now, I don't know how I would rank these. I don't even know if they need to be ranked. I think they're awesome in their own, but let's talk about it. And we are back, so let's talk about it. I really enjoyed them, of course. I really enjoyed the music. I always have so far. Jonathan Young makes very good music. I think he captured the vibes of the Chaos Gods very well in his music. I think if I were to rank them in the order of how I enjoyed them personally, it would go Slanesh, Nurgle, Korn, and Zeech are the order of the songs that I really enjoyed from him, and I think he captured the essence of them very well. Now, in the order of Chaos Gods that I love personally in order, it is Nurgle, Slanesh, Korn. So everything's pretty much the same except for the top two. I think it's very well. I do look forward to listening to more from Jonathan Young. I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this and tell me what you think. Do you think he captured the vibes perfectly in the music? And who are your favorite Chaos Gods? Please don't shit on me for saying Korn is probably my least favorite. See you guys next time. Make sure that you click the subscribe, like, and share button if you want to share with all of your Warhammer buddies, or if you want to make fun of my opinions. It's all okay with me. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!